And now, a historic moment for this African nation, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Their first appearance at the World Championship, finishing 7th in the African Championship last year. The last qualifying place for this expanded World Championships, thanks to a 30-26 win over Gabon. Their best finish at an African Championship being 4th in 2010 and again in 1992. Before that, 4 of their players play in the French Pro League, with many others in the other divisions. Well, we're going to hand over now to the hall announcer to introduce the players and the officials. Second from the right is the coach, Spaniard Manolo Cadenas. Democratic Republic of Congo. Left, the coach Francis Tuzolana took over in January of 2020, also coaches Dreux in the French National 2 division, the 4th tier of the French divisions. So the referees for today's match, Charlotte and Julie Bonaventura, twin sisters from France, refereeing their 6th World Championship, including 2 women's finals, 2015 and 2019. Indeed, the first female referees to referee the Men's World Championship when France hosted it in 2017. So with the presentations made, it'll be time for the national anthems. The Argentina first. So a special moment as their anthem rings out for the first time at the Men's World Championship. So the teams obviously have never met before, certainly not in official competition. This is the group then, in addition to these two teams, Bahrain and the defending champions Denmark. Only the top three will go through to the main round. Denmark play Bahrain later on today, opening up their World Championship campaign. So it gives us a chance to have a look at the team. This is Argentina, a lot of experience in this team. Diego and Sebastián Simonet give good pace at the back. In the absence of Vieira, not at the championship due to ill health, Federico Pizarro should start at right back. But left wing Fernandez could be a big danger in this game. At the back there, hidden away, Manolo Cadenas, who's been in charge of the team now for 3 years. For the Democratic Republic of Congo, playmaker and captain Chitombi could well be the player to watch, but right back Buiti and right wing Corneille are having good seasons with their French clubs in the Pro League, while in goal Jacobi could well be the starter. So the match ball is ready for the teams. Final discussion there with Francis Tuzolana, whose brother Audrey is actually in the team, number 84. Diego Simonet then, 94 matches, 299 goals for Argentina, a legend. Plays for Montpellier, a lot of pace, a very, very quick player. In fact, he was the MVP at the Champions League Final Four in 2018. Chitombi there is the captain of the Democratic Republic of Congo, 17 internationals, plays for Nancy in France, where he scored 38 goals for them this season, averaging nearly 5 goals a match. Great moment for the African nation. And the referee trying to get some order. So Argentina throw off this Group D 2021 Men's Handball World Championship match against the Democratic Republic of Congo, making their debut at the Men's World Championship here in the Cairo Stadium Sports Hall. In these COVID times, sadly, this 17,000-seater arena devoid of spectators, and a very strict hygiene protocol in place for the championship. Into the line, the defense all pushed forwards, no one picked up the line at the back, and Ramiro Martinez gets the first goal of the game. 25-year-old, he plays for Cantabria Sinfín. So first attack for Congo. They have Beauregard going into the left-back position. At right back, it's Botetsi. In the centre, Tuzolana, the captain. On the line, it is Yahoza. First long-range shot of the game, comfortably parried away by Lionel Maciel. Maciel, the goalkeeper, who's become first choice for the Argentinians since the retirement of Matthias Schultz after 220 internationals for Argentina. So Argentina start with Pablo Simonet at left back, Diego Simonet in the centre. We have Pizarro, as we expected, then at the right back position. Seemed to be a lot of steps on the way round, nothing given though. It's a poor shot, straight down and saved by Lucao. And that's a penalty, defending inside the area. The foul on Chitombi. Comes around the defender and he plows into him. Rather agricultural challenge. So the penalty to be taken by Kiangebeni. And he scores! First goal for the Democratic Republic of Congo in a World Championship match. Historic as well. Everything's historic at the moment. Look at the reaction on the bench. It's a penalty, and they are accumulating them at the moment. the defending inside the area. So the penalty will be taken. Federico Fernandez. Oh, off the crossbar, comes back to him. Puts it away at the second attempt. Goalkeeper moved one way, then tried to cover it back the other way. Thought he'd got it. Straight under the leg in the end. Need a little bit of pace if they're going to break down the Argentinian defence. A shot straight down the middle. Quick look up to see who's there. They got two players coming in on the wings. Comfortably put away, Martinez. Second goal of the game for the right winger. At the moment it's easy goals on the break. Chitombi in the thick of it. And the four players, Chitombi in the Congolese team, who play their club handball in the Pro League, second tier of the French Championship. Another 9 play in the next 2 divisions below that. Oh, too many steps. Almost invited the steps, because as he'd done his 3 steps, they moved aside and he was tempted. So Cadenas, calm instructions from the side. There's no pace at the moment on the Congolese attack. They're never going to break down the Argentinians that way. The Argentinians tempted to push forwards all of a sudden. It's an attacking foul. Plows into the defender, who was static at the time. Beauregard doesn't seem too happy with the call. And Diego Simone has gone down rather heavily. The Montpellier playmaker, caught very high. I think that Yahoza will be counting himself very lucky that no further sanctions been taken. It's just a free throw that's been given. Well, no harm done, it would appear anyway, as Diego Simone starts to order the players around. Moscarillo is the player on the line for Argentina. The second miscommunication, the ball still in play. Chance for the Congo. And that's nicely done by Steven Corneille, 25-year-old who plays for Angers in France in the Pro League. French-born as well, as are a number of their players. There was the mistake. Looks inside to see if there's anyone to pass to, but can go on his own. And they break through. Federico Pizarro gets his first of the game. One of 4 players in the Argentinian team. He plays for Spanish side Cuenca. The Argentinians here without Matthias Schulz, as we mentioned earlier on. Goalkeeper who's retired. James Park also injured his ankle. Ironically, he plays in Spain, playing for Benidorm against Cuenca. So several of his club teammates must have been rather anxious when they saw him go down. And Federico Vieira, we mentioned ill health, I'm afraid, the right back. One of their big veteran players. Meanwhile, change for the Congolese, and they put in Ngando at left back in place of Beauregard. Off the post. Ball is loose inside the area. Referees say it was a foul by the Congolese team. Quickly comes up Simone. If I keep saying Simone, I've got a just below 50% chance of getting the name right. But there's the quick change. And Diego Simone comes on, not being used in defence. Hand off to his brother. Another mistake, but surely there was a tap on the arm. Yes, a free throw. Pablo Simone, the younger of the three Simone brothers. He's now shifted in the middle. He'll go back to his left-back position. Diego goes around the defender. The ball lofted over the keeper, but too far. And there's no trouble for Lucao as the Democratic Republic of Congo come back again. Well, just power on that one. Not only is it a goal, but it's going to be a 2-minute suspension as well. Off goes Federico Pizarro. A shove on the player Chitombi, who just took the shot. Goalkeeper, a bit too stationary, didn't move his legs at all. So power play for the Democratic Republic of Congo, who immediately push up. But I think he'll drop back again. Cornet, the right winger. Still playing 6-0. So with Pizarro off. In fact, it's Moscariello, rather, the line player. It's Mourinho who's come on. Trying not to rush. The goalkeeper's out at the moment for Argentina to level things up as the shot's about to go in. They're getting him in now. And that's well scored. Argentina still managing to find ways through, even short-handed. Taken and the ball knocked away, but no one there to recover the loose ball. Frustration for Fernandez. And the power play here gives some room now for the Congolese team. Beauregard, who's still playing, but only in defense at the moment, number 22. He is making way on the attack to Ngando. And defending inside the area, says the referee. Calls it against Pedro Martinez. Hands the ball off. He is stepping on the line. His foot's on the line. 7-meter throw then. Kiangebeni again and scores his second. Well, he went the right way, the keeper, Maciel, but just wasn't there quick enough. Still about 20 seconds to go on that suspension. And we're 10 minutes into the match now. 5-4 Argentina lead. Looks for the shot, it's not on. And oh, got a 2-minute suspension now. A slap to the face. Bit of a clumsy effort. Yahoza, oh yes, caught him well as well. There's the slap. So both teams short-handed. In fact, just as I said, Argentina are back to full strength. So power play for them. It's going to be a free throw. Trying to do maybe a little too much on his own rather than releasing the ball. Good save. Lucao. Second of the game for the goalkeeper, who plays in Sweden for Skånela in the Herallsvenska. It's one of the lower leagues. So first appearance on court for Mvumbi. Big line player who's going to cause some problems for the Argentinians, trying to restrict their movement in defence. And that will then open up space for the back players to drive through. Passive play has been called against them. He's inside the area, that won't count. The throw taken from the wrong place, so they'll have to send the ball back. Mvumbi races off. Makes way for Cornet, who will carry on defending for him. Yes, on the line. And straight through. There are gaps there while they're short-handed. Diego Simone gets his first of the game 31-year-old Montpellier player dummies the pass to the middle and goes around the static defender. So back on comes Mvumbi. Plays for Dreux in France. Coached by the national team coach Francis Tuzolana. They're too close, they're not really getting too much effort, but in the end they smuggle it through to Mvumbi. He gets his first goal of the game. No chance to change him. Luckily the suspension is over and Cornet is back on again. And while the free throw is given, Mvumbi is able to come off. And back on goes Yahoza for him. There was the action. Lovely little flick pass into him by Chitombi, the captain. Second assist for Chitombi. So 13 minutes played in this opening match in Group D at the World Championships. Argentina, favourites here, a lot more experience than the Congolese, but haven't managed to break away too much so far. That's Fernandez's second goal. Nicely fed up to him, and Cornet coming in to help at the back, but then not moving out again. So at the back now, Buiti hasn't yet managed to find a way through. That's going to be a free throw for the Democratic Republic of Congo. The foul by Moscariello. And they are finding way through, and it's Chitombi who's doing all the heavy lifting for them at the moment. Second goal for him, but Argentina from a quick throw off. Simone gets his second into the line, and it's going to be a yellow card. A foul and a free throw for the Congo team. Ouedraogo, the player who's fouled. Well, it's unlucky for them as they were through. Well, they've just had a quick check, and after some reflection, they have decided to give him a 2-minute suspension, and that's trouble mounting for Argentina. It's his second of the game, and one more, and it'll be a red card, which coach Manolo Cadenas will be acutely aware of. And he's going to be a big miss in defence, the 1.90 m player. So free throw it is. Certainly at the back, you would expect Mvumbi to be able to find some space now. Comes out, drops back in again. Into the wing. He should have gone. Would have been a decent angle. Into the line. He's so hard. Once he gets the block on, you've got to get around him and back in on the line. Second goal for Mvumbi. If you're behind him, you can do absolutely nothing about it. And once again, the Congo team are just one behind Argentina, and we're midway through the first half now. Oh, try to flick it behind. He says he was impeded on the run-up. Would have been a spectacular goal had he gone in. It's a free throw at the other end. The foul on Buiti. Plays for Massy-Essonne in the French Pro League, number 9. 22 goals for them this season in just 7 matches. So Mvumbi out and back in again. Into the wing, that's clever thinking. He had a bit of momentum, should have just taken off straight away. Oh, penalty, tap on the arm from behind. Referees having a quick word, and there could be trouble brewing here for the Argentinians. Let's have a look and see. Well, no, he went in from behind, clatters into him. So penalty it is, change the goalkeeper. Argentina bring on Juan Manuel Ba, who plays for San Fernando. Can he stop Kian Gebeni on his third penalty now? He can't. 3 from 3 for the 25-year-old. Plays for Vernouillet in France. Between arm and leg, and Lucao celebrates at the other end. Well, he found a way through in the end. He went looking, went round the front of the defence until he could find a gap. And there he was, just smuggled in, clipped the post, but they all count. Diego Simone, third goal. He's raced off immediately, both the Simone brothers only being used in attack. Replaced by Bonanno and Pedro Martinez. Well, that's good defense. If you're going to go out, lock the player. It's exactly what he does, Weinstein. And they are level. Mvumbi, third goal of the game for the line player. The moment you make that, it's so simple. All the back player's got to do is run to one side, the other player's screen, then pass the ball back. So the Congolese on their first World Championship match. It's going to be a free throw, and not only that, it's a 2-minute suspension for holding. And so for the Congo team, off goes Ngando. 34-year-old who plays for Saint-Etienne, another one based in France. So a power play for Argentina, but they are really struggling to find any daylight on the scoreline against this dogged Congolese team. Oh, straight through. Lovely first drive to open up the defense. But the shot, I'm afraid, clips the bar and stays out for Pablo Simone. One of the 5 Cuenca players from the Spanish club. So a change while they're short-handed. Mvumbi doesn't go back on again. They need to do very quick changes. Passive plays, though, being called against them. And that's an attacking foul. There's an empty goal if they're quick about it. And that's nice and easy. But it's not as easy as you might think. It does look small, the goal, when you're standing on court, without the benefit of a zoom. So Pedro Martinez gets his first goal, only been used in defence so far, the 21-year-old. He was a standout player for the team in the Junior World Championships in Spain in 2019. 17 steals, in fact, in the competition. He was top of the league for that one. Good block by Weinstein, stayed in front. But seemed to be let's have a look and see. Well, there was a hand in the face, and it was actually by Caru. But it's Weinstein who was behind, who did the second block, who's the one who gets the 2-minute suspension. So I'm afraid the power play is over for the Argentinians, both teams short-handed. As on comes Audrey Tuzolana, number 84. leaving their goalkeeper in while they're short-handed. It's going to be a free throw. Martinez again puts the block on and prevents Chitombi, who's now shifted to the right-hand side, from opening up a position. They're attacking 4-1 at the moment. It's not a great shot. Comfortable height for the goalkeeper to save. The break is on for the Argentinians. And again they clip the bar. The ball's still in play. Picked up by the Congo team. And Chitombi now shifts. Tuzolana has gone over to the left-hand side. Chitombi in the middle. And it's another penalty. He's managed to break through. Thought about it. A little shimmy in front, and Karu a little slow on that one. Well, he nearly got there this time. Maciel got a hand on it, but it's a fourth penalty scored for Kiangebeni. Yeah, he just deflected it into his own goal. And with about 9 minutes of the first half remaining, it's 10-all. So Argentina have taken out their goalkeeper while they're short-handed. Congo, meanwhile, they're back to full strength. Karu, playing in his 9th World Championship, the Argentinian line player. Absolute legend of the game. Little shove on the way. Tuzolana wins a free throw for the Argentinians. It's a turnover. Third of the game for Argentina. Back come Congo. Well, despite being back at full strength, it seems Mvumbi's appearances for the moment have ended. So the shift to 5-1 defense now. The Argentinians trying to play deep. The long-range shot goes over the top. Oh, there was an easier pass to the right wing. Very deep. 5-1, but the number 2 defenders on each side are pushing up very early. In fact, now they're trying to isolate the players. Chitombi in the middle, clearly giving a signal to the line player to come out and slot back in again. Yahoza plays in Angola for the Primeiro de Agosto, Angolan champions, the number 4. Buiti. Penalty again, and a chance now for the Congo to go in front. Little shimmy in front. He's having a great game, the captain Chitombi. Again, no change in goal. Maciel stays there. Kiangebeni scored all 4 so far. There's discussion going on. Manolo Cadenas is getting upset with the referees. And it's distracting somewhat for the player. Eventually steps up again, Kiangebeni. Well, eventually the table's been called over the referee, because he's carried on remonstrating with the table, and now he's got a 2-minute suspension, and a player's going to have to come off and serve it for him. And that's not helping, but he just went on and on at the table. Frustration boiling over with the penalty call. And not only is the penalty still on, so it hasn't changed anything, but now his team will be short-handed. Kiangebeni scores, and it puts the Congo in front with just over 6 minutes of the first half remaining. Maciel went the right way again, but got there too late. He's coming a long way forwards to cut the angle, but it doesn't give him much reaction time. Team timeout called by Argentina. And a look, Cadenas needing to cool down a little though.
Buscar alguna vez en los penaltis, en las penetraciones, las faltas de ataque, de uno o de dos, lo que hemos dicho. Marcar al pivote por delante, marcar al pivote por delante para poder tirarse. Lanzamientos de atrás, solo ha habido dos, todos son penetraciones, cerrar y que no nos pillen atrás, disuadir y hay que robar algún balón. Vamos.
Tu le prends en course, tu le tues, ok? On peut dire ce qu'on veut, faut juste prendre les ballons courts. Audrey, Genève, faut juste prendre les ballons courts, on est plus fort que physiquement. Allez, vas-y,
So far so good for Francis Tuzolana, the coach whose team are leading 11-10 against World Championship veterans Argentina. French referees who've not been to Cadenas' liking here, causing him to get a 2-minute suspension. Play resumes then after the first team timeout of the game called by Argentina. Second line player goes in, goalkeeper is out. Pizarro nearly intercepted. Caru comes out and picks up the loose ball. Long range shot, hammers it in. Sheer frustration that was. Sébastien Simonet, first goal of the game. Sébastien Simonet, who's only just come on in the last few minutes, but Congo respond immediately at the other end, courtesy of Yahoza. First goal of the game for the 22-year-old. Playing in his first major competition for the Congo. Lovely supply into him. Again, it's Tuzolana. Still a good 30 seconds to go on that suspension. Goalkeeper out again. And Argentina have now put in Mourinho on the line. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Sébastien Simonet, Diogo Simonet. Oh, hefty crash going in. Not taking any quarter there. That was Yahoza, line player, into the wing. Not enough space to do anything with it now. Passive play called against Argentina. 6 passes to get the shot away. Second line. Well, straight shot in the end. Saw a little bit of gap. And Sébastien Simonet gets his second. It's having an impact as soon as he's come on again. 4 minutes to go. Argentina back to full strength again. That surely came off the foot. Got away with it, Chitombi. Referee says it wasn't, it was above the knee. As once again, Cadenas queries. And they're pushing up very hard at the moment on the far side. They've, even though they're back to full strength, reverted back to a 6-0 defense. Too many steps. Quick pass down. That's good defending, but he got the ball away. And then they were in trouble. Ball put away in the end by Mourinho. And Argentina have snuck back in front again. And it seems that the frustrations have led to a bit of a turnaround for the Argentinians. Team timeout for the Democratic Republic of Congo. What a great game he's having though, Chitombi. Tuzolana must be happy with him.
Regarde, fais attention, elles tombent sur le collimateur là. Parce que depuis tout à l'heure, tu fais des grimaces, des machins, elles vont te siffler, ok? Faut qu'on soit beaucoup plus propre. Là, ils sont descendus en 0-6. On essaie là de reprendre du Barça, d'accord? On essaie, on le place là, remettez du Hanovre, d'accord? Remettez du Hanovre. Sinon, même sur la 0-6, on joue le matété. Les gars, il faut qu'on joue un peu plus en courant et qu'on libère les ballons. On a perdu un peu de fluidité dans le jeu en attaque là. En défense, faites attention sur les couloirs derrière. Ça rentre, ça sort, ça joue des Foyago. D'ailleurs, c'est pour
So main concern on the attack for the coach Tuzolana is that They've lost the flow in the attack a little. They're getting too slow. They've got to pick up the pace again, was the instruction. Equally in defence, not enough movements forwards and backwards. So with just over 3 minutes remaining of the first half, play resumes after the Congo's team timeout and a change in defence. They've switched to what looks a bit like a 5-0-1, as if Chitombi is going to be the individually marked player. Well, they're pushing three up at the front, and the danger is at the back. The line's going to find space. Yahoza getting the ball, but a last-ditch defence by Mourinho saves the day. In fact, it's 4-0-2, it seems. Tuzolana and Chitombi are being marked at the back. Starts 5-1, but very quickly they switch up a second defender. Takes the long-range shot, Chitombi. Great effort. 3 from 3 for the captain. More to the point, he's also had 5 assists. Goalkeeper is out now for Argentina as they put in 7 against 6. They've got to get him back in now. Quick look up. Lucao rather was tempted with a long shot, but didn't do it in the end. So down goes Chitombi, gets a free throw. Change between attack and defence. Off for Argentina has come Moscariello. Back in goes Bonanno. We've got 1.5 minutes of the first half remaining. Buiti. Chitombi looks again, tries to go through, finds the line! Brilliant supply, but it won't count. He steps over the line. Argentina break away quickly. Little shimmy. He didn't follow through. Sebastian to Diego Simone, but it was just behind. Cadenas looks to the bench, trying to decide. In the end, Pablo Simone comes on. So it's Pablo and Diego at the back now. That's an attacking foul, rather clumsy play. They've got about 30 seconds, the Congo, for last opportunity. Buiti into the wing. And there was a poor pass, and as he tried to force it back to the centre, he's given it to an Argentinian. And for the 3rd time in the game, they clipped the crossbar. Congo come in. Oh, he should have gone for it. The hesitation on the wings. Free throw. 10 seconds. Chitombi, long-range shot. Brilliant. Tuzolana, his first goal of the game with 3 seconds to go. Means that as we go into the break, the Democratic Republic of Congo have taken the lead. The score at half-time here in Cairo in this Group D match is Argentina 13, Democratic Republic of Congo 14. Well, Cadenas has been hugely frustrated in the first half with the penalty calls against his team, 5 given against them. Boiled over, and in the end got himself a suspension. There was that last-ditch shot by Tuzolana, the Dreux player. And indeed, he too is coached by his brother at that French club, along with Mvumbi, the big line player we saw go on, who had quite an influence with his 3 goals as he moved the Congo team into the lead. So beautiful arena here, sadly though with no spectators. But what an opening game then for the Democratic Republic of Congo in their first appearance against the team, in their 13th appearance of the World Championship. And it's the African nation at the moment who are leading. Been very good play by Chitombi, the captain. 3 goals and 5 assists so far. And on the other side, well, the Simone brothers have worked very, very hard. Martinez has done well on the right wing. So with the teams off, we're going to take a break as well. But join us again for the second half. We'll see you shortly. So welcome back to the Cairo Stadium Sports Hall at half-time in this Group D 2021 Men's Handball World Championship match. Democratic Republic of Congo are currently leading Argentina 14-13 at the break. Well, it is Tuzolana who's talking to the team, but the first speaking though was his younger brother, who's in the team. And Vumbi, number 15 there at the back, the line player who came on and scored 3 goals, had a big impact. So the team's prepared for Argentina. It's been a difficult first half with a lot of penalties conceded, to the frustration of Malonu Cadenas. Some of the play has been very basic. It's been 2-3-man moves for the Congo team to open up the defense, put the block on, and then go around the front. And having started too slow, the Congo, they've speeded up the play and got a bit of drive into it. And all of a sudden, it's a very different look to this match. Argentina, for sure, haven't quite got the flow at the back against a very physical defense. Diego Simone, who's done his bit, 3 from 3 in the game so far, playing in the central role. But it's Francis Tuzolana who's happy to see his team, nicknamed the Leopards, leading at the break, but it's very tight still. It could all change very quickly. Maciel in the first half, 3 saves only from 16. Lucao, 2 from 15. It's not been a goalkeeper's day. 74% success rate on the shooting for the Congo, 62% for Argentina. We're just about ready for the second half now. So the Democratic Republic of Congo throw off the second half of this Group D World Championship game against Argentina, leading 14-13. Argentina, who finished off with a deep defense, resume once more. Martinez, who's very effective, good at stealing, is charged with the front of the defense. 21-year-old who plays for Ademar Leon in Spain. And he's pushing a long way forwards. The players have to retrieve their own ball. That's part of the new hygiene regulation, so that no other people are touching it. Unless, of course, it is impossible to retrieve, then the spare ball is there. Little spin round by Tuzolana leads to not a great deal. Chitombi moves it right. Chitombi looks for the line, brilliant play, smothered though. Maciel came out quickly. It was poor defense to allow a ball to go from there straight into the line. No one near him. And a quick little sidestep by Simone. 4 from 4 now for him. And it's all square. And it's just one-on-one battles. Cadenas looks happier. Well, Maciel will be annoyed at himself for letting that one go in. Goal number 4 for the Congolese captain, Chitombi. From that angle, he should have comfortably saved it. Especially from a right-hander. So on comes Pizarro. Played about 17 minutes in the first half, Pizarro, the number 3. Another one of the 5 who played Cuenca in Spain, who are 8th in the Liga Sobal. 44 goals for them this season, Pizarro. And a penalty. And Sporting Beauregard turns to the referee and goes, no, that's my fault. I'm not sure it is. I think he just agrees with the call. It wasn't against him anyway. It was actually against Yahoza. Absolutely hammers that one away. Federico Fernandez, after missing his earlier penalty, though scoring on the rebound. This one well framed. Goalkeeper moved late. Trying to get around that front defender. They've managed it. Martial's made the save, though. The break is on. Well intercepted. Trying to get it to Martinez. And it's gone wide. Tries another long pass. That's a Hail Mary pass, that is. Poor old Mourinho, nowhere near it. Lobbed it up and hoped he could run onto it. Apology from the goalkeeper, Juan Bar, I should say. I was looking up. As we said earlier, the goalkeeper's not a huge effect in the first half. Martial, 3 saves from 16, hence the replacement by Bar, who's already on 3 saves. Oh, 4 saves, brilliant play. Came right up to the line player, in his face. Little handoff, superb. Drew 2 defenders and left a huge gap. And suddenly there's a bit of flow and they're playing a lot quicker, Argentina. They were a bit hesitant in the first half. Look at that as he drew the number 2 defender. And leaving the wing defender to decide, do I block the gap or is he just going to pass to the winger? So for the moment, Captain Chitombi is being very closely marked by Martinez. Good save again, what a difference. Bar has come on and immediately has got into his stride. 5 saves, 6 saves from 8 shots. Well, that's an entrance. 33-year-old who plays for San Fernando. Second in the Argentinian championship. So suddenly Argentina looking bit of a change side after that half-time break. Pablo Simone has taken over from Diego in the centre as Diego shifts to the left side. Oh, that could have been a quick pass to the left, otherwise to the wing. It's going to be a free throw for Argentina, though. Oh, brilliant pass to the line. Scored by Mourinho. It looked as if he was going to pass the ball out, and instead, little flick of the wrist, and he goes back to the line. Lovely assist by Pablo Simone. Look at that. Not going out at all. It's going to the line. So the 5 very, very deep 5-0-1 defense focused on Chitombi is causing problems now for the Congo. It runs out of time. Turnaround. Quick pass down. Straight through the legs of the keeper, and a flurry of goals by Argentina. Ramiro Martinez and Cadenas can breathe a sigh of relief. They've started well in the second half. A few complaints there about whether he chucked the ball away. So change the goalkeeper after poor old Lucas got himself absolutely peppered. Jacobi has come on. That was his first goal conceded. Jacobi, who plays for Congo in the French National 1 division. Chitombi, penalty. And after conceding 4 goals for just the 1 in reply, captain does his bit. Kiangaberi. Oh, clever play. Kiangabeni, little broken wrist shot, drops his wrist back and just lobs it over the keeper as he goes down. Sees him go down the second time. Runs his fingertips under the ball. Six penalties from 6 taken. The winger. They've been getting service on the wings in set play, the Congo team. They just haven't been taking the shots. They seem hesitant to take it. Moving the play back to the center. Penalty. Tap on the hand, says the referee as he went through. Bit of a wince from Beauregard, 36-year-old back player. Yes, he tapped the elbow, gave it a little push on the way. So Jacobi faces his first penalty of the match against Fernandez. And saves it. Fernandez has now missed 2 penalties. Oh dear, oh dear. Jacobi went the right way. It was not a great penalty, in fairness. Frustration for him. Oh, Tuzolana lost control of the ball, but fouled in the process. He gets a free throw. 26 years of age. Had a quiet season with his club, Dreux. Just 2 goals in 2 matches. Oh, stolen beautifully. That was good play. He powers it into the goal. Pablo Simone, the scorer, his first of the game, but it all came off Martinez's steal. And I was speaking about how good he is at the steals. Looking for the wing, knocks the ball back, it goes out of play, and possession stays with Argentina. It's a completely different looking Argentinian team now. Bar, who's made a brilliant start with 7 saves out of 10, but the team also playing with a lot more pace in attack. They didn't have a long team timeout. They were out for a matter of 5 minutes. I don't think Cadenas had too much to say. He was probably back to the initial plan we had before this match started, but get the pace going. Looks for Cadenas. That was a lovely pass into him, but good defending behind to close the gap and stay behind him. It's only a free throw. 2 in on the line. The wingers come round as well now. Federico Fernandez. More enterprising straight through. Federico Pizarro's second. And they're forced to move the ball back so far now with this very deep Argentinian defense. Team timeout. Called by Tuzolana for the Leopards. Time to reset things. Captain knows they're in a bit of trouble here, Chitombi. 4 goals adrift, having been 1 up at the break.
Les gars, leur 1-5 là, elle nous cause problème. Pourquoi? Parce qu'on veut taper des temps forts à partir d'ici. Et le piège, il est là. Par contre, j'aimerais bien qu'on ait des arrières qui viennent courir un petit peu ici là. Donc c'est pas là qu'il faut faire le jeu. Là, on joue en ouverture d'espace, on amène là. Mais par contre, ici, il faut courir. Les mecs qui sont là-bas, il n'y a personne qui bouge.
Par contre, il faut savoir qu'on n'arrivera pas à s'y mettre ici. Hein. Genèse, Audrey, on se rattrape vers l'embras, mais si toi t'as sauté ici, tu pourras jamais passer ici. Genève aussi.
Il y a des espaces, mais pour ça, en effet, il faut courir sans ballon.
Chavales, estamos ahora. Vamos arriba.
So Cadenas using the time as well, but Bar is the one who's made the difference here with 7 saves. And it's caused all manner of problems for the Congo. And some superb point-blank efforts. So play resumes after that team timeout for the Congo after they conceded a 7-2 reverse in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. That's more like it, finding a way through. The instruction from Tuzolana at the team timeout was for more pace and more running off the ball, but a quick throw off for Argentina cancels out the goal immediately. Pablo Simone smuggles the ball in underneath the goalkeeper, and back on comes Mvumbi, the big line player. Made a difference. And on the left there, the line player who's just come off, Yahoza. Resorting to lobbing the ball, but it's also because they're playing so wide at the moment. Tries to go around one-on-one. Saw the danger. Martinez raced over to plug the gap. Did very well indeed. Second line goes in. Around comes Corneille. Gone back to a 6-0 defence now, the Argentinians. Almost forced to in some ways with the arrival of Mvumbi into the line. Yes! Well, the team timeout seems to have had its effect, at least to just refocus their minds. Good hide by Buiti, but eventually the ball works its way around the other side. Big gap. A few concerned looks on the bench. Well, 7-meter penalty's been given. He was through. Both defenders are standing with 1 foot inside the area. And that was just enough. So it looks like after the earlier misses by Fernandez, it's going to be taken by Ramiro Martinez, who scores his 5th goal of the game for the 25-year-old, was it? Oh, in fact, no, it's the other Ramirez. Oh, Pedro Martinez, the scorer. So it's his 2nd, in fact. Interesting that Martinez has not taken a single penalty for Ademar Leon this year in the Spanish Liga Thobal, but stepping up after Fernandez struggled. They've switched back to a 5-1 defence. Try to go for the attacking foul, but it is the way to do it in a way, by having the defender at the front when you've got the big line player, because you've got to try and prevent the passes going in initially. He can act as a firefighter. Well, that seemed to be a bit of a shove in the back. Referees say play on. And it is Ramiro Martinez, rather. Brilliant. Mourinho. He's finding space all of a sudden on the line. Look at the lovely flick over the shoulder by Pablo Simone. So casual. Look. You think you got me? No, you haven't. Lovely assist. Lead is growing. 5 goals now. Now he's got away. Closed him down very quickly. Quentin Goulou, 26-year-old who plays for Boulogne-Billancourt in the French National 1. Turnover. Quickly taken. Did well to keep it up. Martinez bounces the pass into the line and put away by Fernandez. His 4th of the game. And Argentina are pulling away here. They've had an 11-4 turnaround, and the Congo have completely run out of options. Cardenas had the right words at the break. Shot efficiency. 73% for Argentina, 60% for the Congo. But that's going down with all the saves by Barr in the second half. Trying to find a gap, and rather innocent-looking Mourinho. I did nothing apart from try to remove his shirt. Tries to take an opportunist shot, and the Argentinian players inside the areas, they try to retrieve the loose ball. It's a free throw. Congo keep possession. Tuzolana, Chitombi being given a bit of a break at the moment, and another turnover, but this time the poor pass up by Juan Manuel Barr, playing his 28th international today, the goalkeeper. I think he can be forgiven for a couple of loose passes up the court, with 8 saves already under his belt in 10 minutes. Frustration, though. Kiangebeni is top scoring for the Congo at the moment with 6 goals, all of them penalties. Puts the ball across, it's a poor pass, and it's gone a long way. Goalkeeper says, you stay there, I'll go and fetch it. Well, in fact, there's a spare ball. At each corner, they've located a ball a sterilized ball. The players will all want to put a lot of resin onto that. You'll see them handling it now, spinning it around in their hand. They've all got a lot of resin on their hands. Some of them will reach to their shoe where they maybe have a reserve stash. Indeed, Federico Pizarro has just gone off to collect a whole blob of it. There he is. He's going to smother the ball. So a completely different looking Argentina in the second half. Hesitant in the first, lacking in pace. Defensively slow to go backwards and forwards. Now they've really got the rhythm going. That wasn't a great effort though by Pizarro. Simply held by Jacobi. So off goes Beauregard and on comes Ngulu. Played about 6 minutes of the match, Ngulu, the number 10, covering for Chitombi, the captain. Problem is, they are such long passes on the crosses that the Argentinians are getting in between them. Ignacio Pizarro there, moving up quickly. Tries long-range effort, sails over the top, looking for someone to pass to. 3 against 2 if he's quick. 4 against 3 now. Pass back to the wing. Oh, puts it wide. The chances are there, but they've fluffed a few lines. Diego Simone frustrated. Little 1-2, went around the defender, gets the ball back. It was a decent angle as well for the shot. So 5-1's gone back to a 6-0 defence now for the Argentinians. Needed to release into the wing, instead it's an attacking foul. And the Argentinians take their time to make the substitutions. Off goes Mourinho and makes way for Moscariello to return into the attack. Both these players, Mourinho and Moscariello, play in the Spanish Liga Asobal. Mourinho for Guadalajara. Moscariello, one of the Cuenca mob. That's a poor pass into the wing, comfortably intercepted by Cornet. No need to take the quick shot. And Gando there just receives the ball and decides to go in and shoot. From that kind of range, doesn't frame it well either. Looks to the wing. Off the bar, it's still in play though. Oh, clumsy foul. Seemed very high, and Pizarro is not inflaming the situation at all. And in fact, he gets to talk to by the referee about going down, but I think, in all fairness to him, he was definitely caught across the shoulders and thrown to the floor. I don't think you can argue about that. He gets a free throw for it. It was, though, an anxious moment for Eyanga. He thought he was in trouble. Oh, nearly intercepted. That was close. Looking for the wing. Done very well indeed. Second line goes in. Weinstein on the far side. Decent angle. Good save. Jacobi, third save of the game for him from 10 shots. Opened up a decent angle, but he read it well. So 10 minutes of the game remaining. They've managed to stop the fast pace of the goals coming at them, the Congolese, but I'm afraid they're not closing the gap at all. And a team timeout called by Argentina. The second of the game. Both teams now have one left. So what does he want to reset now, Cadenas?
tienes más cerca, sí puedes hacer más en la individual, pasos, bote. Oye, hacéis 43 y 43, 31 y bote se mete. Y bote se mete aquí después de 43 y atentos al cambio. Atentos que ellos siempre, el lateral, siempre está ayudando. Si están defendiendo lo que dijiste esta mañana, pero aprovechar aquí.
So the calm instructions from Manolo Cadenas, in charge of the team for 3 years, having taken over from Eduardo Gallardo. And done a great job with them. Winning back-to-back South American championships. At least it was the Pan American the time before. So play resumes after that team timeout. Simone finds a way through. Oh, lovely spin on the ball. Federico Pizarro runs his hand over the top, and that's why you need the resin. It's going to be a free throw. No way through there for Eyanga, the 28-year-old. But that was pure class by Pizarro. So Mvumbi is back in. They're going to put in 2 line players now, attack 4-2. Argentinians back to a 6-0 defense. You wouldn't put one up front under those circumstances. Instead, you'll have opportunist efforts where you push forwards and try and isolate the ball carrier, be it the left or right back. Tries a long-range shot. This time it goes in. Ngando. Well, he's delighted. No wonder it's his first goal of the tournament. Hangs for a while, then shoots around the body, the defender. Leaves Bar unsighted. Well, under a lot of pressure, but smuggled past the goalkeeper. 4th goal for Pizarro. And the lead is growing and growing here. And in 22 minutes, the Democratic Republic of Congo have managed just 5 goals. They just haven't been able to find a way through a far more active Argentinian defense in the second half, while the pace of their attack has overwhelmed the Congolese. Looking for the line, not a bad effort, but the defender well behind, covering all the way, Weinstein. Weinstein on the far side, who missed the World Championships through injury last year. Glad to be back. Well, it's not all about line playing with Mvumbi, clearly, as he puts that one away from 8 meters. Frustration for Bar. He does not look like a happy man. 7 minutes to go and a 6-goal lead for Argentina. Switch back. Well, from that angle, he was falling away. The angle getting worse all the time, but put it near the face of the keeper. It's about the last place he was going to get his arms to. Seven-goal lead returns, and time is not on their side. So they are defending 5-1 at the moment, but Congo respond by putting in Mvumbi again. There's a cluster of players on the other side as he stays there, and that's too much pushing going on. Quickly taken free throw. Pizarro's away, off the post again. Well, they may want to try and measure that goal post. They've hit it so often that they can't give that. He's got too many steps anyway, but he'll get the free throw, Eyanga. Well, the Argentinians certainly came into this match as favourites as the discussions going between the referee and Mvumbi about him waiting for the pass before he moves inside the 9-metre area. Into the line. And this time he managed to get in front, and that's where the difference is. Mvumbi having to get himself off as quick as he can. On goes Beauregard, who's defending for him. Well, they seem to have found a way around, finally, the Argentinians, making sure that they're the right side of him when the ball is going back towards the centre. It's a 6-0 defence that's probably struggled a little bit with the depth, but it seems that Chitombi being given quite a bit of a break here in the second half. That's an attacking foul, ran into the defenders, called against Simone. Oh, intercepted beautifully, Sébastien Simone. They are so quick at moving up court. And that's put away by Lucas Moscariello. His first of the game. Player's been sitting on a couple of 2-minute suspension since the first half. Had to check himself a little bit. No chance for Jacobi. 4 minutes to go. Team timeout for the Congo, their last one of the game, with just under 4 minutes remaining. I'm afraid this game is beyond them now, but they still have to think about goal difference. It could have a say in the end.
Aurélien, tu vas retourner. On va profiter des 4 minutes là pour jouer à 7, ok? Les gars, hey, même si là, il faut finir correctement, d'accord? Il faut qu'on finisse correctement. Faut pas qu'on lâche ces ballons trop vite. 4 minutes, soyons disciplinés. Soyons disciplinés. On repart avec Jacques là-bas, Adama ici, Aurélien, Chef là-bas, Steven et Christian et Gauthier.
Hey, allez, gars, si on prend 10 buts, on leur a donné raison. On va gâcher tout ce qu'on a fait. Allez les gars, putain, hey, on prend pas le bouillon comme ça là.
Les gars, il reste 4 minutes, on prend pas 10 buts les gars. Il reste 4 minutes, on s'en bat les couilles, on prend pas 10 buts.
En défense, on va mettre l'impact les gars.
Ils vont prendre des risques, on garde la balle hein.
Well, Chitombi there pitching in as well after the words from Tuzolana. Let's finish off well here in the last 4 minutes. And they're going to go 7 against 6 as well, was the other instruction that came out of that team timeout. The goalkeeper is off, and they will have 2 line players in, 3 across the back. The wingers will play very, very deep and try and stretch the defence. Tuzolana, the coach, saying we can use the time to get a bit of practice with that, something they plan to use maybe later on. Oh, lovely pass into the wing. Poor finishing though, but it was a great assist. Kizonzolo puts that wide, his very first shot. He's only literally just come on. Caught cold maybe a little, but look at that for a pass, and it was perfectly placed in front of him to run onto. Shot efficiency, 56%. It's not that bad for the Congo, but Argentina, their smiles all round. They're sitting on 65%. 3 minutes to go. Switch the direction. Martinez now in the attack, the number 19, the youngster. Here he comes. Dummies to the line. It's an attacking foul. Turnover. Chitombi. Martinez, the number 19 on the ball now, who had thought about stopping handball for a while and focusing on his studies, but the Argentinian coach Manolo Cadenas persuading him, got him a move to Ademar Leon in Spain, and he's now playing professionally and enjoying his time again. Chitombi looks for the line. Oh, brilliant pass. How did he find him there? Yahoza gets his second of the game. And suddenly saw that yellow shirt on its own in the middle. A lapse in defence there by Argentina. 2 minutes to go in the game. 7-goal lead. It's comfortable for Argentina. Points are in the bag as we expected, but they had to work hard for it. Democratic Republic of Congo in the opening match. Oh, lovely save, Jacobi. 25-year-old, but As I was saying, the Congo have done very well in the opening match, given a good account. Jacobi is coming off, too many steps anyway, he'll have to come back for the free throw. Beauregard, and it gives a chance for Mvumbi to come on as the goalkeeper comes off. And they go back to 7 against 6. Chitombi comes on, it's taken them a while to get the captain back in. Into the line, and Mvumbi, penalty, defending inside the area. He has an impact immediately. Said if you're the wrong side of him, you've got absolutely no chance. So Kiangebeni, who scored 6 from 6 at 7 meters. Well, again, he went the right way, but he got there too late. Even though he stood back this time, he stayed right on the line to give himself more time to react. Reads it well, but between the legs it goes. 30 seconds, then the final attack for Argentina. Looks to the line. That was a nice pass by Martinez. Free throw. He got about 15 seconds. He wants to take it quickly, but the clock has been stopped. Having a word with Muscariello, he was simply trying to extricate himself quickly and take a quick free throw, knowing that time was against them. So Weinstein, shot straight down the middle. Gives a few seconds maybe for the Congo, need to get it up quickly. Into the wing, tries to spin it around, it's way wide, and that is the end of the game. And after a difficult first half, Argentina were dominant in the second half. Ba played superbly in goal with 8 saves, and Cadenas can smile. The final score here in Cairo, Argentina 28, Democratic Republic of Congo 22. Well, it was night and day for Argentina. Clearly, Cadenas found the right words at half-time because they had so much pace in the second half. Within 10 minutes, it had been a 7-2 turnaround, and the Congo were in trouble. Maciel, who played in the first half, made 3 saves from 16, but was eclipsed in the end by his less experienced teammate, Juan Ba. And they line up now for the presentation of the player of the match, to be presented by the IHF's Ramon Gallego. And it has gone to the goalkeeper, Juan Manuel Ba, with 8 saves, a 62% save rate. A great performance. In fact, I suspect there may be a few saves missing off the tally. In fact, there are quite a few saves missing off the tally. For the Congo, though, time to regroup. Their next match will be, I'm afraid, even tougher, I suspect, against Denmark, while Argentina will be up against Bahrain. For Argentina, then, job done with a few scares in the early half, but thanks to that man there, Ba, able to turn things around, and they sit top of the table with a +6 goal difference after the opening game. Next up will be Denmark against Bahrain. It could all change, and remember, only the top 3 will go through to the main round. The bottom team goes through to the President's Cup with all the 4th place teams. The statistics show that on the attacks, Argentina 53% attacks successful, 65% of their shooting. Congo started well, but in the second half it drifted. 42% success rate on the attack, 47 on the shooting, but they conceded 9 fast breaks, a lot of those in the second half off the saves of Ba. Top scorer Kiangebeni with his 7 penalties, while Fernandez and Federico Pizarro were the top scorers, together with Diego Simone, 5 goals apiece. This is how the game looked then, and you can see that cluster of goals at opening 10 minutes, 7-2 turnaround. then another 4 goals to 2. Then we had a bit of a lull. We had a 5-minute spell with no goals, but by then it was all over, I'm afraid. Argentina then missing 2 penalties and 9 fast breaks, but missed 4. Otherwise, a spread of goals. The wingers, though, not having the greatest of days, most of the success down the middle. Well, for the Congo team, the wingers, I'm afraid, didn't take chances, and when they did, they missed the only 2. It was mostly long-range shooting or breakthroughs at the middle. Of course, those 7 penalties and 3 fast breaks. So it's a 28-22 win for Argentina in this opening match in Group D. Hope you enjoyed it, but that's it from us for now. From me, Paul Bray. Goodbye.
Hein? C'est ça. 2045.
Il demande le pays, s'il y a 2 Congolais.
C'est qui va poser la question, je comprends.
Bah non, au début, on va faire un débrief.
Du coup, je fais ah ouais, moi je débriefe tout ce que vous dites.
Hein?
Je vais débriefer ce que vous dites.
Non. Bah pour moi, j'ai pas besoin de faire ça. Mais
Tu vas parler en anglais?
ouais.
Ok, cliquez. Parle trop. Parle trop, voilà. Je sais pas, c'est quoi? Première mi-temps, frère, vous étiez des monstres.
Ah, moi, c'est le jeu, c'est la fatigue, frère. La fatigue,
Vous êtes tout choqués, frère.
Ouais, mais c'est le but, hein. Après, je pense qu'au début, c'était en mode serein, tu vois. Tu dis, contre le Congo, ça va passer tranquille. Mais après, c'est l'expérience, frère. L'expérience.
Bahreïn, il faut gagner.
Ah bon. Mais on les a pas vu jouer, on peut pas les voir jouer, chez eux.
Mais tu peux avoir la rediffusion.
Oui, il m'a dit, vas-y.
Welcome to the press conference of 27th Men's Handball World Championship, Egypt 2021. Preliminary round, Republic Democratic of Congo and Argentina. We are going to start with the coach's comment and the player's comment, and we are going to receive the questions of journalists. Please, your comment, please.
Vas-y, dis ce que je pense. Non, lis pas.
C'est quoi le frère?
Bonjour. Je suis assis, j'ai un sentiment assez mitigé par rapport à la rencontre. Bon, pour nous, c'est notre première participation au championnat du monde.
Il a un sentiment معلش بالعربي ماشي هو عنده إحساس غريب إن هو خسر البطولة دي.
Donc oui, c'est notre première participation au championnat du monde.
أول مرة يشارك في أول بطولة في كأس العالم.
Nous avons joué une très bonne équipe d'Argentine.
هو لعب ضد فرقة قوية من الأرجنتين.
Nous avons fait une première mi-temps très correcte.
عملنا شوط أول جيد جدا.
On a eu on va dire une bonne opposition défensive où on a réussi à contrecarrer un petit peu leurs spéciaux offensifs.
الدفاع بتاعه كان كويس عشان كده أول شوط كان عرفوا إن هو ياخدوا نقط عنهم.
Offensivement, on a eu de la fluidité dans le jeu, donc on a réussi à pouvoir déjouer leur défense et marquer des buts.
والهجوم بتاعهم في أول شوط كان أحلى من الدفاع بتاعهم عشان كده جابوا جوال كتيرة.
La reprise de la deuxième mi-temps a été un peu plus compliquée pour nous puisque physiquement on a commencé à manquer d'énergie.
تاني شوط كان أصعب عشان هم كانوا تعبانين.
Dans l'ensemble, je suis quand même satisfait de mes joueurs.
بس هو مبسوط من الفرقة بتاعته عموما.
On a montré un beau visage.
هو ورى إن الفرقة بتاعته كانت بشكل كويس.
Sur ce match-là, on a été combatif. Maintenant, on a vu là où ça avait pêché. Les Argentins nous ont mis un dispositif qui nous a causé beaucoup de problèmes.
هو برغم كده عرف يدافع عن بلده مع إن الأرجنتين كانت فرقة كويسة.
On va prendre le temps de visionner tout ça, de travailler et essayer de remédier à tous ces problèmes-là pour le prochain match.
هنشوف الماتش تاني ونشوف المشاكل اللي واجهتنا عشان نبقى أحسن. En anglais, frère.
Hello everybody. First I want to say congratulations for the victory to the Argentine team. I think we played good, but we lost the game in the second part because of the lack of experience. For us, it was the first game in the World Championship, and we played good because of the pressure and the activity we put during the first half. But after, it was complicated to keep this level during 1 hour. But I'm proud of my teammate and the engagement we put during 1 hour. Thank you.
Another question, please.
سؤالي للاعب عايز اساله الشوط الاول النهارده يعني ممكن يبقى في اول مشاركه للكونغو ده ممكن يدي ثقه للفريق ان هو يقدر يحقق حاجه في المباراتين القادمتين.
dit pour une première participation, la première mi-temps que vous avez fait est extraordinaire. Est-ce que ça donne espoir de se qualifier pour le deuxième rang?
Oui, oui, tout à fait. Oui, tout à fait. Après cette première mi-temps, tu traduis aussi?
Ouais. Redis s'il te plaît.
Ouais. Donc je dis oui, tout à fait. Donc après cette première mi-temps qu'on a faite, ça donne beaucoup de satisfaction et beaucoup d'indices pour la suite.
ايوه فعلا اول شوط ادانا احساس ان احنا ممكن نعمل حاجه كويسه في البطوله.
Notre qualification passera par notre capacité à reproduire exactement cette mi-temps, mais sur tout un match.
لازم يعمل نفس الشوط اللي هو عمله في الاول بس الماتش كله عشان يكسب.
أنا سؤالي للاعب بما أنها دي أول مشاركة ليهم في المونديال هو شايف إزاي الإجراءات الاحترازية اللي بتطبقها البطولة وإيه أكتر الفرق اللي هو متخوف منها؟
Vu que c'est ta première Coupe du Monde, non c'est toi. Vu que c'est ta première Coupe du Monde, que penses-tu de l'organisation et de quelle équipe tu as le plus peur?
I think the organization is complicated because of the COVID-19, but for the first participation, I can say that everything is good. We have a good reception, good volunteer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference of 27th Men's Handball World Championship Egypt 2021. Preliminary round, Argentina versus Republic Democratic of Congo. We are going to start with the coach's comment and the player's comment, and then we are going to receive the questions of the journalists. Please.
In English, in Spanish? It's the same. In English or in Spanish?
You can if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try. Hello, everybody. I think that always is difficult, the first match for all teams. In this case, we have sure that we were a little better than Congo, but in the first half, Congo had played better than us. But in the second half, I think that with Juan in the goal, the match changed. It dominated in defense. They only scored a few goals. After the save from Juan, we won by 6-8 goals all time. I think that the important thing in the first match is get one victory. Okay, thank you.
The players, please.
Hi. As Manolo says, I think that was a very difficult first game for us. It's the first tournament after 1 year because the coronavirus. And in the first half, I think that we have played so bad in defense. But in the second time, we begin to play better in defense. And we begin to do some easy goals in counterattack, and I think that was the key for winning.